bundle of this, and we're going to mix it with her custom blonde. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a color for her. We're going to do a combination of these two, and then we're going to do a little our low light colors in there and create a bunch of different tones, as you're going to see in just a minute. She's going to come on film. We're going to show all the different dimensions that she has, and then we're going to showcase all the way through how you can get complete, beautiful custom blends with the Goddess Fiber Lock extensions. Gone are the days of trying to order 2, 3, 4, 5 bundles to make it match your customer's hair. Now what you're going to do is just work with tones. We're going to do formulas, just like a hair color formula, where we're going to create like 60% of this, 10% of that, 7% of this, 2% of that. We're going to make a perfect custom colored match to match your hair, and nobody has this. Look up close. So that's what it should look like. Those are called spot extensions or chemical-free highlights. We're just trying to break up her dark bang. Okay, so I just wanted to show a little bit close on the fusion fiber. If you can just see how small that is. Okay, these are microfusions, and that's already with fiber, so they can be done. I just want to show all my girls that, you know, this is how it should look to do your chemical-free highlights. Now we're going to show step by step how we achieve that. Okay, the first thing that I do, the color that I'm working with, her highlight color, I measure where I want it to fall. And I'm going to go about just a little, like a 1/4 of an inch past that. Give yourself a little room to do the haircut. Okay, so it's already the thickness that we want because we're doing microfusion. So what I do is I just take the gun without any fusion on it at all, any keratin, just singe it on itself and roll. There was a little bit of keratin on that from the last time, so it's fine. Then cut it down, make it nice and clean, get it ready. So right where you want to attach, get your section nice and clean. Make sure you're using small squares. It's very important for the soft grow out, especially for the fringe. You've got to have clean sections. Okay? So what I do next is I take my gun and I put another little chip that I've already cut in half inside and let it start melting. So this one that has bond on it, I'm going to set it right on top of her hair. I'm going to go underneath and close the gun. And what I'm doing is I'm closing it and I'm smashing it towards her bang, towards the root with the gun itself to really kind of force the fusion to go all the way through. So heat it up, roll. Now what I'm doing is closing the gun and I'm just heating up the rest of the bond. I want it nice and tight and smooth. So once I have it right where I want it, what I do is just close the gun and do the polishing, going towards her scalp and turning the fusion over and rolling, and it's basically just making everything disappear. It's called polishing, okay? And then I just take my razor and just take any little hairs off that I need off, unshield it, and just check that section, make sure everything's looking good. So that's what it should look like. Those are called spot extensions or chemical-free highlights. We're just trying to break up her dark bang with the other pieces. So we're going to recap. This is our last one that we're going to do. You take the section of hair that you're using and you measure. That's your first step. Measure where you want to place it. When you get it, you cut just a little bit longer than that. The end that you've cut, just take the gun and melt the fiber on itself and twist. What you're doing is kind of fusing that fiber together. Okay? Then I always pull down to make sure if there's anything shedding that comes out now. You clean up your section. Okay? Then you take your gun and you put a half a chip in.